We go back a further 14 points to a tie with Davis and Liddell from Stevenson and SpeedSource Mazda's Sylvain Tremblay and Nick Ham. And speaking of Nick Ham, well, our Chris Neville is standing by with him. He's carrying the expectations of Mazda at its home track.
Since Mazda's big win at Daytona, they've been plagued with some contact, also mechanical issues, but they bounced back this weekend, grabbing the pole at probably the most important track since Daytona. Nick, what has the team been doing to get the Mazda back up to speed?
Well, they've worked really hard. The last two races at Mexico and VIR, we were in a bit of a slump. We had the incident at Mexico, and then at VIR we had a pit penalty. And we just really didn't have a car that was handling well. We were struggling with getting these front tires, which are a little smaller on our car, to work with our car. But the team worked really hard. We tried a lot of new things, and we just knew right away when we drove it here it was going to be a fast car. And sure enough, we got the pole. It was pretty exciting, but we got it in the end. And I can't tell you how happy I am for the team, because we really needed this. And it's great for Castrol and also for Mazda at their home track. And let's just hope we can finish, follow it up with a win.
Well, SpeedSource looking to break Pontiac's streak.
Relief for Nick Ham and SpeedSource, I think, is an understatement. He said yesterday after qualifying and grabbing the pole that they've been in a slump since winning the Rolex 24 at Daytona in the GT class. It feels good to be back on top.
Well, they've had a miserable two races, haven't they? I mean, at 13th and 11th, their best finishes. It all started in Mexico City with that huge crash. It rode off the back of the Mazda. They only had 1 week until they had to race at VIR. They had to rebuild the whole back of the car. So when they got to VIR, it doesn't surprise me they didn't have a good finish. But he's doing well here. He's up on top.